Today we're headed into the Sunshine State and North Carolina to look at properties with acreage, and these are all $100,000 and less. Welcome to How Much House for the Money. I hope you're all having a fabulous day and your glass is always full of gratitude. So yeah, we're checking out a few properties today and we're headed down south. So we're going to begin right here. This one here is in Bonifay, Florida, and they don't show us any of the interior, but I'm including it because it's sitting on 3.07 acres of land listed for $89,000. It's 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in Bonifay, Florida at 3006 FL2, and that's Bonifay, Florida 32425. So in Bonifay, Florida, we're in Holmes County. The population is just under 19,700 people, and the median home sales here are just under $270,000. So this one's only been on the market for 3 days, and it says it was built in 1969. So let's see what they're going to show us. And as always, the addresses and the listing agencies are found in the description box below every video. So definitely go contact the listing agent and check this one out if you're looking for 3 acres in Bonifay, Florida. Look at this. So it's a brick ranch with a shingle roof. Now it looks like we do have some wood siding up on top of that brick there, as we see. Few windows along the front. You can always have home inspections, whether you're buying them as is, where is. If you're buying it through an estate, or if the seller has no information and there's no disclosure, so to speak, you can buy them as is. However, you can always have a home inspection just for your own information purposes. This one's sitting on 3 acres of land, so you're going to have the well, the septic, the utilities, and this one is in Holmes County. 3 acres of land right here, and this is priced at $89,000. Never be afraid to make the offer, you guys, because these houses are placed on the market to be sold. And unfortunately, they're not going to let us in, so we don't know if it's in really rough shape. And you really don't know until you get the lay of the land when you get there anyway, right? But that does not look too bad. So there's a little back deck. Looks like you have a back door there. So it looks like we do have some sheeting coming off near the roof line. Looks like it's a concrete block foundation. And it's a brick ranch with a shingle roof. 3 acres right there. So let's see what they say. 3006 FL2. And that's Bonifay, Florida 32425. Let's see if it shows us a street view here. If this is a location, check this out. How pretty is this? In Holmes County. Nice. Let's see where we are on the map. You're going to be within all the natural springs in this area, which are 72 degrees year-round. And if you've never explored this part of Florida, I highly recommend doing so. It's amazing. The landscape is gorgeous. So you have some local amenities as a grocery store there, Miller's Grocery and Sean's Grocery. You're right below Esto, and we're right above Bethlehem. And so Graceville's right over to our east. So here we are, red marks the spot. You're going to be not too terribly far from Destin, Florida. I had a note on this, so just a minute and I'll tell you how far. It's an hour and 15 minutes to Destin Beach. So if you know that neck of the woods of Florida, you know how beautiful Destin Beach is. So you'd be an hour and 15 minutes if you're up here in northern Florida, and this is Bonifay. So let's check out your satellite view here. 3 acres of land. There it is right there. Red marks a spot. That may not be the exact. It could be right here. I don't know why they'd have an arrow there, but however, it's Bonifay, Florida, 3 acres, and that is in Holmes County. And it states here that it's ideal for a forever home. It's a spacious 4-bedroom, 2-bath, offering loads of potential and plenty of room to grow, featuring 2 living areas, providing flexible space for family gatherings and future renovations, sitting on 3 beautiful acres, perfect for anyone seeking peace and privacy. You're within minutes of several local springs and lakes, and enjoy weekends on the water. And it's also 42 minutes from Fort Rucker, it says. And when we look at the history, it was just listed and it's 56 years old. Somebody go check that out and leave us a comment below. 3 acres of land listed for $89,000 in Bonifay, Florida. Why not? 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. I'd love to know what that looks like on the inside. Okay, so now we're going to head to Fort McCoy, Florida. This one is sitting on 2 acres of land. It's $89,000. States it's 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms with 1,564 square feet. And this one has been on the market for 214 days, built in 1946. And I'm wondering if it's because it sits so far back, because it does look like it's a block build. So let's check it out and see how much house we're getting for our money. And this one is at 11160 Northeast 144th Place in Fort McCoy, Florida, 32134. So let's check it out. Sitting on a couple of acres. Got a bunch of live oaks all around the property. Looks like we do have an outbuilding. So in Fort McCoy, Florida, we're in Marian County. Population is just under 430,000 people. And the median home sales here are around 275,000. So a lot of room for some return on your investment, you guys, and to build equity. Now that may be a metal roof. We have a privacy fence, which is nice. Yeah, it looks like brick along the front. It's been on the market more than 200 days. And again, never be afraid to make that offer. Have your home inspections. Go check them out. Get the lay of the land. How's everybody out there doing? Happy Tuesday. Cheers, everybody. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome to subscribe and join our growing community. We're now over 73,000 people, and I'm grateful for every one of you that tune in and spend time with me, because it's always a beautiful day to view houses. All right, so let's check this one out. So we see plywood floors, drywall. We're coming in one room, and we can look right through to the next two rooms with that cutout. Do have a ceiling fan, a lot of windows. And this one again is $89,000 in Fort McCoy in Marian County. And in Florida, your real estate tax rate is 0.80%, so it's coming in lower than the national average. And that 0.80% is what your county assessors are going to come out and gauge your property taxes on. Now, right away, we see an issue with that ceiling, and maybe that's why it's not sold, but maybe that's been repaired. All the more reason to go check it out. And if it still looks like that, you can negotiate that price, I would think. Because that's, I don't know. If that looks like moisture, you never know until you get in there. Maybe they've fixed it. But we do see hardwood floor in this room here, and then plywood. Sitting on 2 acres, and as I've mentioned many times, if you're looking for more land, it's always a good idea to ask the listing agent to find out from the seller if they have more land available. They may have more land that they have not attached to the listing, and even if they're not ready to sell right now, you could put in your contract that you'd like first right of refusal for any additional land that they may sell in the future. If you don't want any more, 2 acres might suit your needs. So here we have an electric outlet right there along the wall. Looks like they started to renovate this, and maybe they just put it on the market. Again, we never know what we're going to get until we get in there, right? So here may be one of the bedrooms. If you're okay with finishing up this house, asking price is $89,000. So here's what we have of the kitchen. So we have slider doors out to a nice open deck. You've got an electric range. You've got a few cabinets. Looks like we have a refrigerator or 2. Fort McCoy, Florida, and Marian County. We just never know what we're going to find. So, yeah, it looks like they've been renovating, because here it looks like they cut out 2 areas of this room. Along that one wall, at least. If you want a little peace and privacy in Fort McCoy, Florida, and Marian County, this one might suit you. Here's the outbuilding. Needs some repair. And then here's like a back porch. You can always ask the agent how long it's been sitting there vacant also, because in my opinion, they do not increase in value when they've been sitting there vacant, unoccupied. And when you walk around these country properties, I would suggest not wearing flip-flops. I suggest you put some boots on. So here's the bathroom. Don't look bad. It's a good size. It does have a window there above your tub. You have a counter and a vanity. So there's another angle of the kitchen. This has potential. Looks like you have a freezer and a 2-door refrigerator. I bet that's a beautiful piece of land, because this is beautiful country. So there's your back deck. I mean, the natural springs and the Suwannee River are really something. Really, it's just a beautiful place to hang out and be a beautiful place to live. So here's another area here. This could be maybe another living room. So there's your back deck. Not really sure what this tower is, but again, you can check it out. And as always, the addresses and the listing agencies are in the description box below every video. It's a very nice deck. Beautiful live oaks. So let's get some more information off of this one. 11160 Northeast 144th Place. That's not an unusual address either for this neck of the woods. And again, it's Marian County. And I don't think we're going to be able to see anything from the street view. But boy, look at that beautiful fencing. Wow, that is a gorgeous location. And this is the type of road that you're going to see out here is all of these very long dirt driveways. You'll have maybe different houses along these dirt roads. It's pretty amazing when you wander around these counties of Florida out in the countryside. So here we are on the map. And again, this is Fort McCoy in Marian County. So you have a lot of amenities nearby. So let's see here. Orange Springs are up to the north. We have Hawthorne here. And you're going to have Silver Springs, beautiful area. And let's see here. We have Crescent City over to the east. And we have Williston and Citra over to the west. Gainesville is right up here to the northwest of us. And right down here is Leesburg and Orlando. You're not too far from the villages. They're right there to the south of us as well. So let's see your satellite view. There you are, 2 acres. That's very nice in Fort McCoy in Marion County right there, surrounded by forest. 214 days on the market, built in 1946, and it says 2-acre corner lot on a dirt road that needs complete renovation but offers a lot of square footage and bedrooms for the price. Nice front porch, leads to a spacious living area, 2 bedrooms and bath to the left. Directly off the living area, opens to the kitchen. Kitchen has a dining space and double sliding glass door to oversized wood deck. And just behind the kitchen is your second living room with 3 additional bedrooms and a second bathroom. So it definitely seems like it has more square footage than it appears. And states here it was listed for $99,500. Now they're down to $89,000. And the house is 79 years old. Somebody go check that out. That may be just sitting there waiting for the right person. I mean, and maybe these photographs don't do it justice. Sitting on 2 acres of land, and I bet that was part of a larger parcel at one time. Right near all those natural springs. Wow. 2 acres, $89,000. That's Fort McCoy, Florida, in Marion County. All right, so now we're going to stay in Florida and head to White Springs. This is hot off the listing press. This one's $89,250, 5.58 acres with 1,068 square feet of living space, 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. This has only been on the market 2 days, built in 1995, and you'll find this one at 9509 Southeast 144th Avenue, White Springs, Florida, 32096. So in White Springs, we're in Hamilton County. The population is just around 14,000 people, and your median home sales here are just under $290,000. So let's check it out. 5.58 acres. Nice. Who's looking for acreage down south in the Sunshine State? Because here you go. Now, this looks like it could be a bit of a fixer, but again, we can't judge a book by its cover, right? We got to get in there and get the lay of the land. It looks like there's vinyl siding and a metal roof. Now, this could be a screen porch over on the right. Now, White Springs, this is a beautiful area, Florida, too. It really is. Oh, wow, look at this. So there's your gas wall heater, front doors, nice archways, hardwood flooring. And again, this one's $89,250. That's their asking price. Wow, gas range with a range hood. Do have a 2-door refrigerator. Window above your double sink. Look at the arch on that window. This is very pretty. Wow, this has potential, you guys. 5.58 acres. Someone needs to go check this out. Are y'all ready for Thanksgiving? Do you go out or do you host? And let me know what you guys prepare, what your special dishes are. Maybe a special recipe, maybe a family recipe. Go spend time with your friends and family, or maybe you just want to hang out at home and just, relax alone. That's totally fine too. Whatever you're doing, I hope you do it well. Cheers, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, almost. I think this house has a lot of potential. Look at this. Doesn't it seem like it was just the 4th of July? I mean, I can't believe how fast time goes. It's amazing how quickly it flies by. Okay, so there is your parcel, 5.58 acres. You might have a pond. Again, if you're wandering around that property, I wouldn't wear flip-flops. Okay, so there's another view of the outside. It looks like vinyl sided. Now that has a little bit of a manufactured feel to it, but I don't think that it is a manufactured home. But it could be. All the more reason to go check it out. They might have just put the skirting around the bottom of it, as we see, that kind of resembles what you'd see on a manufactured home. Because the interior does not look like a manufactured home at all. Yeah, I think they're just going to repeat these photographs. Oh no, here we go. Sorry about that. So that looks like your dining area. And this may be vinyl flooring. Maybe that's one of the bedrooms. There's a walk-in closet. Interesting find right here. 5.58 acres. Hamilton County. So there's your bathroom with a tub and shower combination. You might need a new shower head. Gonna need a tank lid, but at least the lid's down, right? Okay, so there's no sink and vanity. But that's okay. We can go find one of our own. So this may be one of the bedrooms. Now, when you have your home inspection, you'll find out if the windows are aluminum, if they're wood, if they're vinyl. They'll check the longevity of your roof. They'll check your mechanicals. They'll look at your foundation. And again, you can always ask how long the home has been vacant. But this one has potential. Now, looks like that was vinyl floor, and then they rolled it right up to expose that plywood. There's another wall heater there. So I don't know what room this is, but you have maybe closet space there. There is another angle of it. Has potential, you guys, sitting on 5.58 acres in White Springs, Florida. And there's your screen porch. Beautiful parcel. Wow. If any of you live in White Springs, leave us a comment. Let us know how your experience has been. And if you go to the springs and swim in that 72-degree water, it's beautiful. Yeah, we have potential right here. 9509 Southeast 144th Avenue, White Springs, Florida 32096. And I'll show you where you are on your map here. So there we are, and there's White Springs. So we have Jennings and Jasper up here to the north. And Lake City is right down below us. We have Madison and Greenville, Monticello and Tallahassee are over here to the west. So here we are. Red marks the spot. We're right above Live Oak. Gainesville is down here to the south. So we are northwest of the previous listing. And here is your parcel. 5.58 acres right here. There we have it. And go check that out and let us know in the comments if you're looking for some acreage. Maybe you'd want to just add on to that house, add up, add over, do whatever you want with 5.58 acres. Says here that it's located on a quiet country road in White Springs, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, offers 1,068 square feet and was built in 1995. And it's a solid starting point for your vision. Acreage for plenty of room for garden, animals, and additional living space. And when we check out the history, it was just listed and it's 30 years old. And the real estate tax rate is 0.80% in Florida. $89,250 on 5.58 acres. All right, so now we're going to go back into the North Carolina area and go into Hertford. And this one is $144,997 on 3 acres of land. This looks like a beautiful place. It's been on the market 113 days, and it has 1,970 square feet of living space with 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, built in 1920. And this one is located at 1008 New Hope Road, Hertford, North Carolina, 27944. Let's check it out. Just under $145,000 for this beautiful farmhouse. 3 acres. So in Hertford, we are in Perquimans County. Population is just around 13,000 people. And the median home sales here are around $270,000. Look at this. So we see a covered porch, shingle roof, sits off the road. That looks like vinyl siding. Beautiful porch. Under the blue skies of North Carolina. Remember, if you're new here, you're welcome to meander through the episodes. Go check them out. This is where I show you properties under $100,000, under $80,000, sometimes under $50,000 that you can move right into. And this one looks very nice. Here's your side deck off your slider doors. And this one again is in Perquimans County, Hertford, North Carolina for $144,997. So we're on a brick foundation. It's been on the market over 100 days. Beautiful. 3 acres of land. When it's vinyl sided, it's lower maintenance, right? Okay, so we're headed inside. Look at this. Beautiful staircase. So when we walk in, it looks like we have vinyl flooring. There's a fireplace. And that may be laminate flooring. It could be hardwood. Go check it out. Do have a mini split in this room. Nice light and bright interior. And here's our kitchen. Look at this. So there's your nice island with your cooktop and your range hood. Above it, your exhaust. Got a wall oven there. Beautiful cabinets. Looks like more vinyl flooring. And again, we're in Hertford, North Carolina, where the real estate tax rate is 0.73%. This is a very pretty kitchen. Double sink. Looks like there's a window above it. Have a few outlets between your cabinets for your counter appliances. Here's your pantry. You can stock up with all your canned goods from your beautiful garden. You can let your big dogs run. Chase after those chickens you're going to have in your chicken hotel. Okay, so this may be your dining space. That could be ceramic flooring. All the more reason to go look at it in person. Wow, here's your bathroom. Nice dual sinks. Nice size bathroom. Looks like it's set up for your laundry as well. Hertford, North Carolina right here. There's your shower. This is at 1008 New Hope Road. Another fireplace. Another mini split. This has got a lot of character to it, doesn't it? And there again is the front of it. And unfortunately, that's all they're going to show us. Definitely go check this one out, you guys. This one is at 1008 New Hope Road, and that's Hertford, North Carolina, 27944. It's been on the market 113 days, built in 1920. Wow, look at this beautiful setting. Wow. Wide open spaces in Hertford, North Carolina, you guys. Look at that pretty place. Let's check it out on the map. And again, this is Perquimans County. So here we are. Elizabeth City's up there to the north. East, we have, boy, this is right near the coast. Let's see here. Albemarle, Albemarle Sound. I always get that. I always mess that up, but that's right here to the south. Hobbsville is up to the north. And let's see here. We have Raleigh, North Carolina down here to the southwest. Rocky Mounts right here to the southwest. Plymouth is down to the south along with Edenton. So red marks the spot right there. Let's check out the satellite view. And there is your parcel. Look at that. Very nice. Beautiful spot. 1008 New Hope Road, and that's 3 acres of land. And it says here, 3-bedroom, 1-bath house offering the perfect blend of vintage charm and modern convenience. You'll love the updated appliances, spacious bedroom, covered front porch, large open deck situated on the 3 acres, plenty of space for gardening, outdoor activities, and future expanses, and you're just 10 minutes from town. Beautiful country living, it says. And it was sold for $50,000 back in 2005. They listed it in August for $219,900. Then they decreased it. They removed it. Then they relisted it in November for $179,900. Now they're down to $144,997. So it looks like they're eager to sell. So somebody go check that out if you're looking for 3 acres in Hertford, North Carolina. Wow, and that's 1,970 square feet. Seems like it's larger than that, doesn't it? And that again is in Perquimans County. So now we're going to go into Rockwell, North Carolina. Look at this pretty place. This looks like something out of a country painting. $100,000 on 1.27 acres, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms with 1,305 square feet at 9430 Holly Ridge Road in Rockwell, North Carolina, 28138. And this one's only been on the market a day as I post this video, built in 1880. And it does have a 2-car detached garage, and it looks like a fenced yard. So let's check it out. This one's $100,000. This looks like a very pretty farmhouse. 1.27 acres, and again, this may have been part of a larger parcel is my guess. And this is at 9430 Holly Ridge Road. That's a pretty address. Remember to leave me a comment and let me know where you guys are viewing from. It's always great to have everybody here. Nice covered porch. Shingle roof. Wow, look at this pretty setting. Looks like we might get a couple of outbuildings unless this one does not belong on the property or is included, I should say. So in Rockwell, North Carolina, we are in Cabarrus County. Population is just under 251,000 people. And the median home sales here are $380,000. So all of these houses have room for equity growth, and they all will bring you a return on your investment. Look at how pretty this is. So this one's going to need some attention. You're going to have to clean up that siding above that porch roof line. Got a side deck on the left as well. Hopefully we get 2 fireplaces. If any of you look at this, let us know in the comments in Rockwell, North Carolina on 1.27 acres. Wow. Love these finds today, you guys. Here's our living room. It's a little more modern than I had thought. So there's your fireplace, one of them that's closed off. And there's your staircase. Beautiful interior door there. Dual fans. This one might need a little bit of love or a lot of love, but nonetheless, it's in Rockwell, North Carolina on 1.27 acres. There is our pop of color. Nice, spacious kitchen and dining area. Okay, so this is what we're getting of our kitchen here. So darker cabinets, range hood. We're not getting appliances, but look at all the counter space. Wraps right around to this side on the right. Several windows in our kitchen. Let all of that North Carolina sunshine in. Vinyl flooring. Nice island there. It does have a dishwasher. Window above your sink. So here's some carpet. We may get lucky and find hardwood floor beneath it. This has got potential. This might be one of the bedrooms with closet space. And again, we're in Rockwell, North Carolina, in Cabarrus County. And again, the real estate tax rate is 0.73% in North Carolina and 0.80% in Florida. So this looks like we're coming up to the top of the stairs to the landing. It's definitely going to need a little attention. So here's maybe another bedroom. So it looks like they've updated parts of the house, and then parts like this have been painted, and they left the hardwood flooring. Maybe this is the upstairs. Another fireplace. Those floors could be very pretty. You could sand those down, choose your stain color. Here's one of the bathrooms with a shower or maybe just a tub enclosure. There's your vanity with your sink, your commode. Everything you need is right there. So we do see staining around these light fixtures. Maybe the house needs a roof, or maybe they've replaced it. All the more reason to go check it out. So this is your laundry with your other full bathroom. Good size bathroom. Looks like a vinyl window. Walk-in closet, maybe. Maybe that's just another smaller bedroom. You could use it for a closet. Storage. Yeah, this house has a lot of potential, a lot of charm. Look at that setting. Wow. Very pretty. 1.27 acres. If you just want the old farmhouse with a little bit of acreage, this one may be it. Wow. So I'm wondering if this big building here was part of this at one time and they've recently separated it. That's a lot of chain link fence. That was quite an investment to put that in there. That's very nice. So there's your 2-car detached garage. Wow. And this one's hot off the listing press, you guys. And that fencing is quite a bit taller. It's not your typical 4-foot fence. So it looks like the garage is vinyl sided. So here's the rear of the house. It definitely looks larger than when the square footage shows on the listing, doesn't it? And you can always check with the county clerk's office for the accurate tax records and the accurate square footage, or just go check it out in person. That's what I'd be doing. This looks really charming. Look at that beautiful setting. Wow. Okay, and this one's listed for $100,000 hot off the listing press. 9430 Holly Ridge Road. And that is Rockwell, North Carolina, 28138. So let's see where we are on the map. And that was built in 1880, you guys. Wow. It's an oldie and a goodie. So let's see here. Where are we? Here's Rockwell. So let's see here. We have Charlotte down here to the southwest. We have High Rock and Denton over here to the northeast. Salisbury is right up there to the north, along with China Grove is over here to the northwest. So there we are. Red marks a spot, so let's see your 1.27 acres here. So there it is. So this is probably part of a larger parcel. Yeah, because I think this might be that building, but look at that gorgeous setting. Farmland all around. You have nothing but wide open spaces, along with some forest across the street. Wow. That's a find for the right person, because I understand it's an undertaking to take on an older farmhouse like this, built in 1880. But if this is what you're looking for in North Carolina, definitely go check it out. states here that it is for a DIY enthusiast. Farmhouse is perfect for those looking for the next project. Located in the countryside of Cabarrus County. Plenty of land for gardening, plenty of storage. You have a detached garage, additional sheds, and a home inspection and wood destroying insect report has been completed, and it's available upon request. So that's one less thing you'd have to worry about. And when we look at the history on this, it was sold in 1998 for $80,000, sold in 2006 for $84,500. It was sold, it says, in October 2020 for $420,000. However, they may have bought the larger parcel and now they've separated it, is my guess. And in October, they listed it for $199,900. Now they're down to $100,000, and the house is 145 years old. And that's 1.27 acres, and that is Rockwell, North Carolina, 28138, and that is Cabarrus County right there. Somebody go save that one, because you know houses need people and people need houses, and this one is no exception. That's looking for some love. Or if you're looking in Hertford, North Carolina, this one is also looking for some love on 3 acres for $144,997. And if you're looking in White Springs, Florida, this one's on 5.58 acres for $89,250. Or if you're looking in Fort McCoy in Marian County, this one is $89,000 on 2 acres. Or if you're looking in Bonifay and you want to be in Holmes County, this one's on 3.07 acres for $89,000. So there we have acreage in North Carolina and Florida, everybody. So I hope you guys are going to have a fabulous Thanksgiving. It's always great to be with every one of you, and I appreciate the time that you tune in to spend with me. And definitely stay tuned, because more houses are coming up with low price and high potential. And we will see you then. Have a great week, everybody, and always have a beautiful day. Keep that glass full of gratitude. Cheers.